Hi guys, welcome to Cup of Teach. Today, I'm going to teach you on how to solve problems involving radicals. Problem number 1. The square root of the sum of two consecutive odd integers is equal to 8. Find the larger integer. First, we're going to understand the problem. And then sa problem na to, mapapansin nyo, we have two consecutive odd integers. Pero we do not know the two consecutive odd integers. So, mag-a-assign tayo ng variable for that. So, let x the smaller odd integer. And then the other one, x plus 2, the larger odd integer. Kasi when we say consecutive, magkasunod, ibig sabihin may mataas at may mababa. And then after that, we're going to write the equation. So sa equation natin, sundan lang natin ang square root of the sum of two consecutive odd integers. So let's have here the square root of x, that is the first odd integer, and then x plus 2, the second odd integer. And then equal to 8. And then after that, we will have now the square root of x plus 2. So, bali tinanggal lang natin yung open and close parenthesis para mas mabilis tayong mag-simplify is equal to 8. And then after that, pwede na natin itong i-simplify. Ang x plus x is 2x. Just copy plus 2, just copy is equal to 8. And then since ito ay nakaradical pa, to simplify it, since ito ay square root, so we need to square both sides. So, pag nag-square tayo both sides, pwede na natin itong i-cancel out. Ang exponent at ang radical. So, we will have now 2x plus 2 is equal to 64. Kasi 8 squared na siya. So, bali, 64 na siya dito. And then, yung positive 2, we're going to transpose that to the right side. So, it will become negative. Always remember, pag nag-transpose, mag-change ng sign. So, we will have now 2x is equal to 64 minus 2. And then to simplify this, so that is 2x is equal to 62. Since we're going to solve for x, we're going to divide both sides by 2. So, we can cancel now 2 sa left side. And then, x ang matitira. And then, 62 divided by 2, that is equal to 31. Therefore, x is equal to 31. So, since meron na tayong value ng x dito, balik tayo dito sa una. Yung x, that is na smaller odd integer. So, kung ang x natin ay 31, so, ang 31 ang smaller odd integer. And then, yung larger odd integer, we're going to substitute 31 for x. So, we will have now 31 plus 2, that is equal to 33. Therefore, ang larger odd integer natin is 33. Problem 2. Find the side of the square whose area is 625 square meters. First, understand the problem. So, sa given natin, we have here the area which is equal to 625 square meters. And then after that, we're going to write the equation. So, since ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, area ng square, therefore, we need to write the formula for the area of the square, which is A is equal to S squared. Ang S natin dito is the side of the square. And then after that, we're going to substitute the value for the area, which is 625 square meters. So that is 625 square meters is equal to S squared. So, para ma-solve natin ang side or yung S, kasi may squared to, kailangan natin siyang kuhanan ng square root para ma-remove ang exponent na 2. Since ang S squared is perfect square at ang M squared is also a perfect square, and then yung 625 is also a perfect square. Therefore, pag kinuha natin ang square root ng 625, M squared, at saka yung square root ng S squared, that is equal to 25M is equal to S. Again, yung 625 is perfect square. And then yung M squared is also a perfect square. And then yung S squared is also a perfect square. Get the square root of 625, which is 25. And then, square root ng m squared, that is only m. Then get the square root of s squared, that is s. So, we will have now side or s is equal to 25 meters. So, this is now the side of the square. Problem number 3. A ladder 13 feet long is leaning against the wall. If the base of the ladder is 5 feet from the wall, how high off the wall does the ladder reach? First, we're going to understand the problem. So, since ang pinag-uusapan natin sa problem, ladder and wall, so we're going to draw here ladder and wall, wherein your ladder is leaning on the wall. And then, we're going to label the ladder as 13 feet long. And then, base of the ladder is 5 feet from the wall. So, we write here 5 feet. And then, how high up the wall does the ladder reach? So, yung height ng wall ang missing. So, that is h. So, we're going to use h here for the height of the wall. Then, after that, we're going to write the equation. So, since ang given dito, kung titignan mo yung figure, is a right triangle, therefore, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So, in the Pythagorean theorem, sabi dito, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So, ang c natin dito is the hypotenuse of the triangle or yung pinakamahabang side ng triangle. And then, yung a and b are the legs of the triangle. So, yung a natin, yung smallest, and then yung b natin is the longer. So, by substitution, ang c natin dito is 13, so that is 13 squared. Ang a natin dito is 5, so that is 5 squared. Then, ang b natin is h, so that is h squared. 13 squared is 169. And 5 squared is 25. You just copy h squared. Transpose 25 to the left side, so it will become negative 25. Therefore, we will have now 169 minus 25 is equal to h squared. Subtract the 2, that is 144, is equal to h squared. So, since ang kinukuha natin dito or kailangan nating mahanap is the height of the wall, and then ito ay naka-squared, to simplify it, we need to get the square root of both sides. So, square root of 144 is equal to the square root of h squared. So, ang 144 is a perfect square. And yung h squared natin is also a perfect square. So, kapag kinuha natin ang square root ng 144, that is 12. And if you're going to get the square root of h squared, that is only h. Kasi ang exponent nito ay 2. Ang index nito ay 2. So, kapag dinivide, that is 1. That is why we have only here h. Therefore, the height of the wall is 12 feet. Don't forget to write the unit.
Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. If you learned something here, don't forget to like and subscribe to Cup of Teach. See you on the next lesson. Bye!